I'm Jerry Holmes, and you're now watching Ruby Lou TV.
Slow down. I'm moving, but time will not wait.
The most embarrassing time of my life, I would have to say, is either when I was in elementary and I was sleeping waiting for my mom, and when I woke up, I had uh, peed my pants. But the embarrassing part is that I was at the table, so I was in a seat. So when I got up, the seat was wet, and it wasn't like a suede seat. It was like those little hard towel seats they had in elementary schools. And another time would probably be when I first started like performing in front of people. I kind of forgot some of my words, so it just was like I was just up there for a little bit. But that was probably one of the most embarrassing times of my life.
I'm stressing cause I have too much on my plate. They just want beef, I got too much at stake. I cannot be good, nigga, I must be great. Cause good don't pay bills and I must get paid. Lately, I've been in some bullshit. I'm breaking down, God, please send me down a full kit. This overthinking makes me crazy. I know that niggas gonna talk, so I never let it faze me. Emotion's just a nuisance. I got too many money problems to be worried about your 2 cents. Really, I could give two shits. The nigga that y'all love to hate, it got me feeling like the new Chris. I be screaming fuck school, but I'm hoping that it pays off. Just to graduate and get a 9 to 5 day job.
The most awkward time of my life is that's pretty hard to pick because I'm really awkward sometimes in a lot of situations. But I would probably say my most awkward situation would probably be, I don't know, introducing myself to someone that I don't know, I guess sometimes. I guess that's a little awkward, but I don't know. That's all. I can't really think of nothing really. The best time of my life would be this summer that just passed. Me, my brother, and my roommate from school, we all took a trip to Europe for 3 weeks, and we went to 6 different countries, met a bunch of cool people, got a lot of crazy experiences, and that was probably one of the greatest times of my life. My motivations when it comes to my music and just my work ethic in general would be the people in my life. A lot of my close friends are really hard workers, and because I know them personally, I can see how hard they're working and where they started from. My mom was also a really hard worker. She took care of 4 boys by herself. Majority of her time raising us, she did a lot of things beyond her work schedule just to have food for us and provide for us. And I try to motivate myself and the people around me. So it goes both ways, kind of. So I would just say the people around me in my life, myself, and my mom. My biggest influences when it comes to music would be the music I listened to growing up. I listened to a lot of lyrical artists and a lot of music that make you want to move around. Like I listen to Michael Jackson and J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar and Fabulous, and a lot of times they would teach me lessons in music that I had to learn the hard way, and I could look back at the song, and be like, yeah, he did say this or he said that. So going into this, I wanted people to be able to learn stuff from my music, whether it's from a past experience I went through or from something somebody might need to hear. Just helping people here and there with like a drop in the gym if I can. But like, I'm just trying to share the knowledge that I learned from my life and just from others. I got the name Jerry Holmes. Originally, my artist name was just Jerry, and I got that because I went to a boarding school, and there, like, one of the kids just called me Jerry, and it was just like, it was kind of like a joke, but then it kind of stayed because everybody, oh, Jerry, and then like they say it, and then like, it just kind of stayed after that. So then I put Jerry, and the three was originally just because I thought, I thought it would be cool, to have the E backwards, it'd be three. And, if I want to add a meaning to it, like, I got three brothers. And, And the Holmes part, Jerry Holmes came later when I didn't really like just Jerry by itself, and Jerry Holmes came because during my time in Baltimore City, my brother and my mom and we lived together for the most part. My older brothers would move in and out the house a lot, but we would move around a lot from the east to the west side of town. And I realized and also me going to boarding school, I realized no matter where you go, really, home isn't really where you go in and where you sleeping at. Home is just the people you're staying with and the people you're around, the people that you see you living with. That's what make a house a home for real. So it wasn't really like that. So family and family is a big part of my life. So the Jerry Holmes was that's where the name come from. What sets me apart from the other artists in Baltimore, or even just a lot of artists in America, and just a lot of artists I met around the world, I would say that I just put myself into the music. Like what you get in my lyrics are things that I went through, or just things I know. I don't really try to rap about stuff I don't know, or put a lot of lies in my music. You won't really hear a lot of repetitiveness with my words or the direction of songs going, because a lot of times a lot of people make songs about sex, money, and women and drugs and designer belts and stuff, but I'm not about to rap about me being on the block, because that's not really what I do. So I'm not gonna just put lies in the music. That's what separates me from a lot of other artists, because they all just try to rap like the next guy or who's ever popping right now. So that's what separates me from a lot of artists in the city.
Never get a day off. Is my time and my money considered an even trade-off? Spend my life inside a cubicle working to have it made off. Working overtime so my full tuition's paid off. Get some free time and the whole fucking day's gone. Is that even a fucking trade-off? Lately I've been on some new shit. They take my kindness for weakness, so I'm working on my rudeness. Nosy motherfuckers in my green like mucus, so I'm throwing up my deuces. For my real ones, I be breaking bread till I'm dead like a Eucharist. On my way to change and look out for Judas. When you become Julius, your man's turn to Brutus, and shit could get ruthless.
Slow down.
Get lifted above the nebula. I throw my propellers up higher than LeBron James dunking on a spaceship. He's been on for 8 weeks, hot boxing dank shit. Man, we pass around greatness. I remember living out the basement, whole fam undercovers like we on some gay shit. Well, no disrespect to homos, but I remember coming home, yo, to half of a house, everybody sharing clothes, yo. So I should never rap about a motherfucking Volvo. The material things were never part of the dream, so just as long as I'm rapping, I will remain supreme. And when the kingdom is mine, I'll make my mother the queen.
My creative process when it comes to making a song, or however I go about doing a poem or whatever, I just usually write, and inspiration may come from a conversation I had, or a movie I watched, or a music video I seen, or anything. I might just pick something up or hear something in conversation or read something, and then from there lines will be running through my head, so I write them down, and then from there I just I like to sit and think about my lines, make sure it's not something that's I'm okay with putting out. I would listening to it myself. So sometimes I might have a beat first, or I might have an idea of where I want to take a song, and then from there it's just I just keep practicing the lines, and then I hear something that's flat, or oh, I don't really like this song, it doesn't really pick up right here, then I might take it out and change it out. A few of the songs on my project just came out, Page One, a lot of those songs I was writing since when I really first started rapping, and for almost a year ago. So some of those songs were in the works for 7 months, and it just because I didn't put it out until I was ready for it, or the quality of the recording place was at the standards that I wanted the song to be at. So that's a sort of a peek into my creative process. My project is called Page One. It's a play on my last name. My full name is Jeremiah Page, and Page One is usually spelled Page space one, but I spelled Page One PA1GE because my last name is spelled PAIGE. And it's just a play on because the cover is me depicted as a drawing, and around me is a bunch of different sketches. Someone might do in a notebook when they're bored in class, or they just doodling in their notebook. And on the shirt, I took different pieces of graffiti throughout Baltimore and then put it on the shirt. On the right side, you'll see a mural for a mural for Freddie Gray, and the other thing is just maybe a piece of art that's in Graffiti Alley. I found it on Google, but I just wanted the cover of the project to relate back to what I'm talking about in the project, like school and police brutality, where I come from, my life, and what I want for my family and myself. So I try to incorporate a lot of that stuff, and bring hip hop back too, cause like graffiti and rapping, DJing, and dancing were like the four top things. It was like hip hop was all about when it first started came out for real. And I just took the graffiti and just like different mixed media and try to put it into the cover art too. That was a lot, but that's what it was into titling that and then cover art for the project.
I make my mother the queen. I make my mother the queen.
Slow down.
I see it now. Hit the showers, women hit salons to be here to sweat it out. If everybody's the best, what am I? If everybody is fresh, what is fly? If everybody is next, where am I? I never would've guessed it'd be I. I'm packing all my stress with these rhymes. I'm bagging up the pack, rolling dimes. We don't got a rocket, so we'll take off in this car. Float past clouds and go beyond far. In the future, I won't have to travel to smoke with stars. Cause they'll stay around me, success surrounds me. My team be drowning. I gotta wait for this, I need to pray for this. To not believe in God that is the craziest. When he's done so much for me to make these hits.
Slow down.
I'm moving, but time will not wait. I'm stressing cause I have too much on my plate. They just want beef, I got too much at stake. I cannot be good, nigga, I must be great. Cause good don't pay bills and I must get paid. Yeah, nigga, I must get paid. Yeah, nigga, I must be great. Yeah, nigga, I must be great. Cause good don't pay bills and I must get paid. I must get paid.
Mr. Page, get up.
For my future plans, I plan on working with some other artists in the city. I've been talking to a few already. We got some stuff on the way, but I don't want to like say any names or anything just because it's not all together yet, and I don't want to jinx anything. But as far as after this future music, you can expect a few singles here and there, some mixtapes, and hopefully if everything goes the way I plan for it to, and my work ethic matches my desires, then I should have a serious project that will be on a lot of platforms at least by the summer or towards the end of it. So that's what you can expect from me soon. That's what you can expect from me soon. Yeah. Jerry like Jerry Springer, Homes like public housing. So that's where you can find me at. Big Baby Jerry, Jerry Holmes. This is Jerry Holmes signing off from Ruby Lou TV, and y'all have a blessed day. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Big Baby Jerry. You can find my music on SoundCloud, Spinrilla, Audiomack, YouTube. Just those so far, but more in the future. At Jerry Holmes, J3rry space Holmes, Jerry like Jerry Springer, Homes like public housing. So that's where you can find me at. Big Baby Jerry, Jerry Holmes.
I make my mother the queen. I see it now. Hit the showers, women hit salons to be here to sweat it out. If everybody's the best, what am I? If everybody is fresh, what is fly? If everybody is next, where am I? I never would've guessed it'd be I. I'm packing all my stress with these rhymes. I'm bagging up the pack, rolling dimes. We don't got a rocket, so we'll take off in this car. Float past clouds and go beyond far. In the future, I won't have to travel to smoke with stars. Cause they'll stay around me, success surrounds me. My team be drowning. I gotta wait for this, I need to pray for this. To not believe in God that is the craziest. When he's done so much for me to